We're back here on the People for the People. I'm Chris X. It's 8:10 on a Wednesday. We've been talking about the shooting in Texas, Robb Elementary. 18 children that were murdered. 3 adults, I think, were teachers, was killed yesterday. The shooter was an 18-year-old white male. He was killed by the police. Prior to that, he killed his grandmother. He went to the school and killed those innocent children. It's really sad. As I was just reading this article here, I got that from Detroit Free Press. They said they expect more death totals. This is just a big tip of the iceberg, and I was reading here. President Biden really was hurt. He said, quote, when in God's name are we going to stand up to the gun lobby? Biden said at the White House shortly after returning from a 5-day trip to Asia. His wife, First Lady Jill Biden, standing by his side in the Roosevelt Room, he added, I'm sick and tired. We have to act. And he's right. And something's got to be done about it. Some politicians don't give a damn. They don't care. They just. Here's the thing with what's going on in Washington. I don't trust none of them from here to this microphone. They don't care about us. They got agendas. Most of them do. Most of them are racist. And it's mind-boggling. They don't care about the people. It doesn't matter if you're white, you're black. At this point, the black masses, we're catching hell. The late Natalie Cole used to sing a song that's called, I'm catching hell. That's so true. We've been catching hell for years. We've been catching hell since they got off the damn boat. But yet, no justice. Nothing. George Floyd, been about, I think, a year or 2 years or 3 years, I don't know, hasn't been justice. 2 police officers have been convicted from his murder. Has anything changed? No. Gun laws must be restricted. And the people that, and I'm going to say this to the public. If you vote somebody, if the politician ain't doing nothing, you have the power. Like I said in the last episode, you have the power to vote them out of office. Send a message and say, it's over. You're not doing nothing. You ain't doing nothing for the community. You're just not. It's time for you to go. So much going on in our communities. So much. And it's just so sad. And they still investigating, about the shooter. And just, it's sad. And right here in one paragraph it says Robb Elementary School has an enrollment of just under 600 students. And the students was in the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th grade. Oh man. 2nd, 3rd, 4th grade. Who does that? Who the hell does that? Children and what? Here's the thing. Killing is wrong. But you got people out there who has tendencies. We can talk about mental health. I've been hearing about they're talking about mental health. But and all these. Okay, is this the case? Why these gun shows and these pawn shops and these gun shops? They gotta be held accountable, man, for real. And I pray that them families that lost them children and them teachers, I hope they go after the gun shops where this young man got these guns from. They need to pay for what they did. I mean, compensate the families. It ain't gonna bring the children back, but to send a message that okay, you and somebody will probably argue me and say, well, they don't know that person's unstable or what's going on. Well, you gotta do background checks. You apply for a certain job, you do a background check. Like the schools, you do a background check, or law enforcement, you do a background check. Or you got different jobs, you do a background check. You don't know who you want to hire. It's interesting how we need to learn to start being more involved. More involved. I don't know what's wrong with us. I don't know what's wrong with our society. We march, we talk, we take classes, and still people are getting wiped out. Let me say to my revolutionaries, and I love y'all. I hope y'all listening. I love y'all. But guess what? People are still getting wiped out. Children are getting wiped out. Blacks are getting wiped out. Okay? Getting slaughtered. Jews getting wiped out. I want you to think about that. It's really, if it doesn't hit a nerve, I don't know what the hell will hit. I did a lot of thinking today. I thought about the Buffalo 10. Thought about them children. They're not coming back. But that devil, Peyton Gridon, he was charged with one count of murder for the Buffalo 10 murder. One count. It's really to fathom, to wrap your mind on what's happening in our nation. Let's not talk about Ukraine, and I'm not being mean. I'm being real. We got problems over here in America. Ukraine would take care of itself. They're saying now white lives matter. Well, okay, I get that, but black lives always matter. Children's lives matter. How about that? Not only black lives matter, children's lives matter as well. And every individual that's out there, you got children. Ask yourself this. Can I trust the school system? I'm not blaming the school. My children, I send them to school so they can be safe. Got enough going on in your lives, and you got enough going on. Pandemic, rising costs of rent, food, baby formula, the pandemic. Now this. Racism. Now we're killing children. And and some of you white supremacists, you think you're getting off, you got another thing coming. You got another thing coming because you guess what? Karma's a bitch. And your day coming. You think just because that devil took it for the team? Oh, trust me. You got it coming. Your day coming. Justice will be served. We got to march together in solidarity. Stand up and say enough. I'm speaking out to the masses of the blacks, whites, the brown, Asians, Chinese, Italian, Asians. I don't care what color you is. That could have been your child. That could have been your husband, your wife, or your significant other, or your grandmother, or your aunt, or sister, or grandfather. The Buffalo 10 is still in effect to me. Because of the ages. Some of them people are old enough to be my grandmother or my grandfather. And some of them probably old enough to be my brother and uncle. And the young lady, Sister Roberta Dury, she was 32 when she was murdered. I'm gonna say was assassinated. Yeah, I'm gonna say the Buffalo 10, they were assassinated. Sister Roberta could have been passed as like a sister. And I have a sister is 2 years younger than me, my oldest. So I got sisters that. And another one living in Arizona. Just had a birthday. I don't have no grandparents. They didn't get murdered. They just died from health issues. But man, I'm going to tell you. Those 10 families had to bury their loved ones. And now the children, the parents of them children that got killed, and them teachers got killed. Now I gotta bury their children, their loved ones. The shooter got murdered. No, he didn't get murdered. The shooter got killed. That was too easy. Why Peyton Gruden didn't get killed by the police? Think about that. But you killed someone that killed children, but you wouldn't kill a white supremacist who killed elderly black people. And most of them were elderly. The oldest was 86 years old. Living their life, man, in the golden years. Ain't bothered no damn body. I gotta say, I'm taking it for the team. Oh no, because the white race is becoming in a minority. Yeah, man, just get bent. America has a tarnished past and going to have a tarnished future. This country was built on racism, been intimidated by racism. Racism has taken out people of color. You think, as a black man, as a revolutionary, gonna sit back and gonna take, no. And every revolutionary out there need to do the same. Are you gonna continue to take this? Now, if this doesn't move you, I don't know what the hell, I don't know what would move you, period. Honestly, I can't speak for you, I can only speak for myself. There's so much work to be done. What we're going to do about these guns? What we're going to do about mental health issues? People got a lot of issues. And we're going to talk more about that in a moment as we come back. We're almost at the bottom of the hour. Here's the people for the people.